Lewis Hamilton hopes Sebastian Vettel's widely expected move to Aston Martin materializes because Ferrari is not giving him the platform to shine. What's up guys, Formula News here, and first up on today's episode, Hamilton backs up Vettel. The rivalry between F1's two most successful drivers of the last decade has dissipated this year due to the increasing performance gap between Mercedes and Ferrari. While Hamilton's Mercedes team continues to dominate the sport, Ferrari is on a downward curve, and Vettel's last season with them has been a little short of disastrous so far. The German has accumulated only 10 points in the World Championship standings, with Hamilton well on the way to the 7th title with 88 collected from the first 4 races. An announcement that Vettel will move to Aston Martin, currently branded as Racing Point, for 2021 in place of Sergio Perez is rumored to be a matter of weeks or even days away. And it is a prospect Hamilton has revealed he would like to see come to fruition to give his old adversary the chance to become truly competitive again. Vettel continues to keep his cards close to his chest despite a report from the Italian media claiming that the Racing Point move has been discussed for some time. Next up, here's why Racing Point were penalized and fined. Racing Point has been deducted 15 points, fined 400,000 euros, and reprimanded for 2 races after their brake ducts were deemed illegal by the FIA. The FIA delivered its verdict on Friday morning, 1 hour before FP1 was due to get underway at Silverstone for the 70th anniversary Grand Prix after investigations following an initial protest from Renault. The Enstone team targeted the front and rear brake ducts of the RB20, which has been dubbed the Pink Mercedes due to its likeness to the W10, as part of its protest, and claimed that Racing Point received drawings from Mercedes in order to copy them. Racing Point strongly denied this claim and said that both the front and rear brakes were created within the boundaries of what the FIA regulations allow. However, while the FIA declared that Racing Point was allowed to copy the Mercedes front ducts as they used them in 2019, they did not use Mercedes' rear brake ducts last year, and therefore copying them to place on the 2020 car was deemed illegal. The verdict was the Racing Point would lose 7.5 points in the constructors for each car, 200,000 euros for each car, and reprimanded for using the illegal rear brake ducts at the Hungarian and British Grand Prix. The initial protest by Renault was launched at the Styrian Grand Prix, round 2 of the revised 2020 calendar. The penalty is proportionate for the violation of the design process, which led to the breach of regulations, and a further penalty of reprimand is sufficient for the Hungarian and the British Grand Prix. Racing Point goes from having 27 points in the constructors to 12 points, moving them from P6 to P7. However, they are expected to appeal the decision from the FIA, and it also appears that Racing Point will not have to redesign the brake ducts for future races. Lastly, single practice idea for Imola is silly, says Verstappen. Max Verstappen has slammed Formula 1's silly plans to slash the number of practice sessions from 3 to just 1 for November's race at Imola. In its bid to reconstitute a proper 2020 calendar amid the cancellations of many events due to the coronavirus pandemic, F1 has added on November 1st a round of racing at Imola, a venue last visited by the sport in 2006. The race weekend will feature a reduced 2-day format to help teams deal with the heavy logistics associated with racing at Portimao in Portugal the week before and then hauling the equipment to Imola. The weekend schedule for that race has been reduced to just 2 days, given the distance between the circuit in Italy and the preceding one in Portugal. However, Liberty Media is clearly also experimenting with the race format, reducing the number of practice sessions to just 1 over 90 minutes. Verstappen also pushed back against reports that he's become increasingly frustrated with Red Bull's struggle to beat Mercedes. Verstappen is clearly one of F1's top stars, but he denied that Red Bull is essentially his team. And that's been today's video. If you don't want to miss out on any Formula 1 news, then please hit that like and subscribe button for more top-notch F1 reports and insights. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you have an awesome day, until next time, goodbye.